Super Saiyan Blue, hate it. Anyone in chat in the YouTube comments right now, tell me what you like about Mastered Ultra Instinct. I promise you're going to just accidentally describe Ultra Instinct instead. Okay, so, yo, my people, hopefully you guys are doing okay. It's still very cold in the UK right now. I'm actually recording this the same time I did something else. I'm not going to tell you what that was, because I don't know if it will actually end up on YouTube, but, you know, we'll see. Today, we are... Oh, wrong one. Today, we are doing something a little bit different. We're actually doing a tier list for the... every Dragon Ball transformation, you know what I mean? I believe this is all of them. Come to the Switch stream to 030 AXC. For live and early unedited reactions, you know, all that good stuff or whatever. This is everything. Just a few things to get out of the way quickly. You might be thinking, oh, something's missing, you know what I'm saying? So-and-so is missing. You have to understand, a lot of these are being represented by one thing. For example, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta isn't here because Super Saiyan Blue as a form is being taken up by just this Goku picture here. Super Saiyan 2 is being taken up by Gohan, you know, stuff like that. It's counting the form, not just someone else's. Also, I just realized Beast is missing. You couldn't tell me that before I started. Alright, cool, YouTube. I made a cut. Excuse these pictures here. I picked the worst pictures possible. This is supposed to be Beast Gohan. Also, I literally forgot that this is a Super Saiyan tier list. So just ignore Orange Piccolo here. Anyways, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you disagree with anything I say in this video. With all that being said, let's begin or whatever. We'll start with Grey Ape. I'll be real. Grey Ape's cool. I'll be real. I actually really like Grey Ape. My issue, yeah, I think it's a solid B because I just don't. I think B is a solid place for it because it's good. It's the first form. That's what Saiyans are, and yeah, this is decent. I'm a reserve A for like stuff that I really like, and S for like the best stuff. You know what I mean? So B is good, you know what I mean? So yeah. I actually don't even have that much to say about Grey Ape, to be honest. I think it's decent. I have less nice things to say about this, I'll be real. So this is a grade 3, or like Super Trunks. I don't like it, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like this form. I'll be so honest, bro, like I don't like it at all. I don't even like how it really looks either. Like, this, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, this form inspired Broly, right? And I hate Broly! Z Broly, anyway. Bro, nah, I just don't like this form. I don't think it's very cool at all. That being said, his fight in the anime with Perfect Cell, like, that was cool. Like, with the theme song and all the pretty animation of the artwork and all that. They did a lot. They tried their best to make this form look cool, but no, I don't like it. So, yeah. Ultimate Gohan. I'll be real, if you asked me this before Superhero came out, Superhero made this form look way cooler. Actually, you know what goes into forms for me? Like, let me just say this. You know what makes a form cool to me? I'm gonna say this now because it's gonna matter later on. How much does the form accomplish? How is it attained? And, you know, just general stuff like how cool is it? You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, the way he gets this form sucks. And what it accomplishes, nothing. Like, practically nothing. It could have accomplished something, we know that, but, you know, the story didn't really go too well for our boy Gohan here. Super does make this form, like, a lot cooler, you know? Like, his Goku versus, the Goku versus Gohan fight in Super, you know, before the TOP started was really nice. Him getting his Mystic form, or Ultimate form back. Back in the day, we called it Mystic, okay? Like, I don't know. Like, as time goes on, I started to like the aesthetics of this form more, too. It helps that Gohan and Superhero, and hopefully forever now, has a new base form design, which looks way better. So now this look for Ultimate looks a lot more distinguished now. It's a lot easier to know what form he's in. It's a lot more clear. Everything, like, that was a big problem I had with the forms, and that's kind of fixed now. So, damn, Superhero really did help this form a lot. Oh my gosh. It's top of B, I would say. Before, it would have been C or even D back in the day, actually. When I was a kid, I thought this was awful. I was like, bro, he's not even Super Saiyan. Like, that's not even a form at that point. It's just him. And yeah, I know that's the point, but, like, you know. I would say Ultimate is at, like, the peak of where it should be right now. Like, this form is actually cool. Also, in the latest manga chapter, as of right now anyway, of February 25th or whatever the date is right now, they finally name dropped it and gave it a name in canon. So they actually refer to it as Ultimate. So obviously games and promo material and just us were calling it that for a while. Well, no, we weren't calling it that. We were calling it Mystic Gohan, which is still a cooler name to me, but yes, that's just an extra cool thing. I don't know. Gohan's winning in modern times, so that's good to know. Super Saiyan Blue, hate it. I hate Super Saiyan Blue, bro. Like, I get people might get really bored and annoyed of people saying the same thing on social media about this form all the time, but it's just bad. Like, I don't know. I do think it's just genuinely bad. I don't like this form at all. You know what pisses me off? Blue is my favorite color. It's my favorite color. So you'd think, oh, if they make a form that's all about being blue, like, you'd think I would love that. And I would. Like, Broly movie Super Saiyan Blue looks amazing. But I'm so sick of this form, bro. The way they get it is boring because we don't even flipping see it. They tease it in the anime, I guess, now. But even then, that wasn't enough. They just show up with it. This form achieves nothing, and it's way too overused. Goku could fight, like, the boss man at the chicken shop, and he'll go Super Saiyan Blue for him. Like, it's just annoying, and we have to use the same excuse every time. Oh, he's holding back, he's holding back, he's holding back. I don't care! Like, this form isn't cool. Like, I don't care. Yes, it looks good in the Broly movie. What doesn't look good in a flipping movie? Like, bro, come on. Like, this feel... It pisses me off more because blue's my favorite color, man. I would love a Super Saiyan form like this. It would probably be S tier because I like blue that much. But, bro, nah, I can't do that. Also, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan... Come on, bro. This form had nothing going for it for a long time, bro. They introduced it too early. Okay, so you know what? I kind of get why you're saying that because I've seen a lot of people over the years say that. Do you see that rage moment when Zamasu tells Goku in the Future Trunks arc that he killed Chi-Chi and Gosen? That really cool moment. Super Saiyan Blue, ironically, actually looks really cool there. They were saying that's when he should have gone Super Saiyan Blue for the first time. I could agree with that, maybe, but I don't know. For some reason, I think I need to think about that a little bit more if I want to agree with that. Yeah, I guess you could say they introduced it too early. Also, this form existing ruined Super Saiyan God, which I think is way cooler, which is annoying because I like blue way more than I like the color red. But, I don't know. Super Saiyan God is actually a really cool form and got sidelined for this rubbish, so yeah, that's annoying. Wasn't Gohan's form called Potential Unleashed? When do we stop calling it that? Oh yeah, Unlock Potential, you know, Potential Unleashed, all that. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think only Xenoverse did that. Obviously, comment down below if I'm wrong. I only remember that from Xenoverse. I never really called it that. The only time I called it that was when I was actually playing Xenoverse, you know what I mean? It's been Ultimate for a long time, but I would auto-correct it to Mystic in my head because that's what I called it, and all of us did back in the day. I could be wrong though. Ultimate was always like the official name, you know what I mean? Kaio-Ken is not a form. Like, Kaio-Ken isn't even a form. That shouldn't even be here. I'm gonna ignore Kaio-Ken because it's not very fair. But then Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-Ken's here too, so I guess I'll count this. I will count this. You know what? I'll put it in A tier because I actually really like it. This is cheating. UI's there though. You know, if this didn't exist, UI wouldn't be a transformation, and I prefer it when it's not a transformation. But because MUI exists and its hair changes color, this is a form now. Sorry, it's a form. I mean, if we're gonna count Kaio-Ken, then yeah, I'll put it A tier. I really like Kaio-Ken, I'm not gonna lie. You know why I like Kaio-Ken? Because anyone can use it. You know what I mean? And it stays useful forever, technically. Goku really never should have stopped using it if we're being realistic with ourselves. Because, I mean, bro, it's actually really cracked when you think about it, bro. The stronger you get, the stronger Kaio-Ken gets. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why he ever stopped using it. Like, I'm glad it's back now. I think that's one of the best things Super ever did was bring back Kaio-Ken. Super Kaio-Ken in the, I think it was the Otherworld tournament, you know, the Pycon filler and all that. That was really cool too. And I was like, bro, why doesn't he use that ever? You know what I mean? Because of Super Saiyan. So I guess correct me if I'm wrong, I swear the reason they said he could do it with blue and blue only is because Super Saiyan Blue is like the calm one. And Super Saiyan, like, I guess makes it too rough. But like he's mastered Super Saiyan 1 at the very least. So I don't know. Even for like a minute, he could go Kaio-Ken like ×2 or something. Like that shouldn't really be a big deal. I don't know. I don't think there's a good enough reason for why not with God then? Yeah, exactly. Bro, the double red, super red, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like, no matter what, there's not a good enough reason for why Kaio-Ken stop getting used, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Rose, this is something that Dragon Ball does that I talked about with my friend a few days ago. Dragon Ball is one of them things, especially modern Dragon Ball. They do the dumbest, stupidest idea you've ever heard of. And they execute it in a way that's cool, so you forgive it because it's cool. Super Saiyan Pink is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But Rose is so cool. You know, Rose is how I should feel about Super Saiyan Blue. This is honestly a... It's a C tier form, if I'm being honest. But it's so cool that it gets a B. I can't put it in A because that is stupid. Like, it does not deserve A. Like, it does just come out of nowhere, if we're being honest. Like, it does look really cool. The aesthetics of it help a lot. The aura is sick. The pink with the grey eyes, that really helps it. The aura is just amazing. And the lightsaber on his arm, like, that's pretty cool. I don't know if that counts with the form. I don't know if that comes with the form, because Goku Black only uses the blade when he's in Rose. But then Zamasu can use the sword whenever he wants. I don't know. But maybe going Rose unlocks more of what Zamasu's allowed to do himself, so that's why he can use it. I don't know. But overall, Rose is just a lot cooler. And... Rose actually feels a little bit more earned than Blue does because Black had to get his ass whooped. And then he had to come back with it because he fought Goku in a transformed state. And that's what made him get this. You know what I mean? He technically figured out Super Saiyan Blue by himself because he was just mixing God Ki with Super Saiyan or whatever and then he got it. Which you could argue the manga's a little bit better for that because he gets Super Saiyan 1 first at least. But yeah. Plus, Rose's introduction was a lot more striking and the moment for going Rose for the first time is a lot more iconic and cool and impactful than going Blue for the first time. So, I don't know. Rose, way cooler. Rose with the scythe. Oh yeah, bro. Rose with the scythe would go there. But no, we're not doing that. Yeah. Rose is basically everything the Blue should have been, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Super Saiyan 4, bro. I'm just like you, okay? Over the years, I always thought Super Saiyan 4 was cool. Never understood why people dick rode it for it so hard. I never understood why. But just, I don't know. As time goes on and the older I've gotten, my opinion on things just change. Dragon Ball especially, because that's something I've been around with for so long. So, of course, that's something that I can attribute my opinions changing to a lot. Back then, I would have said A. Now it's S. I'm not gonna lie. Super Saiyan 4 really is that cool. It is genuinely just that cool. The form, I'm not gonna lie, with each new form that we get in Super Saiyan 4 ends up looking cooler and cooler because of how different it is. Like, such a creative tapping into the roots of a Saiyan, you know what I mean? Like, just everything about this form is cooler than anything we get in Super. Like, this genuinely, Super Saiyan 4 looks like it took effort to make. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it. This form looks like, I think Nakatsuru designed it, right? Toriyama's drawn it before. But yeah, Nakatsuru designed it. This looks like it took a few drafts to get this right, you know what I mean? Or like, it looks like you actually had to think in order to come up with this, you know what I mean? Like, Super Saiyan Blue, come on. Like, how much time do you really think they spent making this? You know what I mean? Like, come on. This form is just cooler in every way. It taps into the roots of a Saiyan. It's a lot less, stereotypically, quote-unquote, handsome, I guess you should say, as a lot of, Dragon Ball forms are in modern day. It's just cooler in every way, if I'm being honest. Now, everything I've said kind of just goes for Goku, because Vegeta's Super Saiyan 4 is very you know what I mean? Like, Vegeta's Super Saiyan 4 is very meh, I'm not gonna lie, especially I think the way you got it was bullshit. But you could argue that, like, the Vegeta's progression into, like, becoming more and more human and, like, you know, accepting bonds and, like, you know, he earned the fact that someone like Bulma went out of their way to help him achieve that. You could say that. But I don't know, me personally, I just don't think that was cool the way he got it. And Super Saiyan 4 looks the best on Goku. I'm just gonna say that. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 looks really cool with the red hair though. I'm not gonna lie, he does look really cool. I think overall I do like Super Saiyan 4 a lot. It is like as cool as these forms can get, you know what I mean? Obviously not counting her specific one, but yeah, we'll carry on. Don't like this one, not gonna lie. I don't like Legendary at all. This is gonna be a hot take, I don't really care. Like, comment, subscribe, make sure you guys comment down below if you disagree with me or not. I don't like Legendary at all. Well, I guess it's called Berserk Super Saiyan now, right? I guess that's what it's called. I think Kale's one is called Berserk, and then Broly's one is just called like Full Power Broly or something. They don't really call it Legendary anymore. There's nothing legendary to it now. It's just, nah, I don't really care. You know what? I'll give it C because at least Kefla's got it too. Kefla actually makes it pretty cool. Yeah, I'll put it C because I do think it's better than these two. Like, I mean, I like that it makes you like really buff or whatever, and it's like it makes you a lot more, I guess, aggressive is the right word. It makes you very aggressive, and it's like, at least it has characteristics to it. So, I would say it's better than these two. But I don't like this form very much. Like, I don't know. I actually don't even have that much to say about it. You know what? Because I know so many people like this form so much, can you please comment down below why people like it so much? Because, like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I don't hate it, but I just don't like it. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Like, I hate Super Saiyan Blue, but I don't hate Super Trunks. I just think this is bad. This one I just think is, I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't think this is bad. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? That's how I can distinguish these three. Super Saiyan God is next. The only reason it's not an S is because it's just a palette swap. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only reason. I think this form is the best palette swap ever. Like, no joke. I love that it just makes him just skinnier and younger. I love the aura. The aura is the best part. The red, like, just looks really nice. It's just sleek. It just looks really good. And it goes against, like, the thing Dragon Ball was doing with making everyone super buff or whatever. Like, it contrasts it. Now I think there's a problem because everyone's too skinny. But back then, like, this is cool. Also, there's like, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's like a little theory or whatever that, because the anime staff weren't used to Toriyama's modern style where everyone's super skinny, there's a theory that, like, they definitely just thought that Super Saiyan God was meant to be skinny and not just that's Toriyama's art style now. I prefer it being skinny, and I'm glad that they kept it anyway. But yeah, I do have a feeling that they misinterpreted Toriyama. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that way. They probably just saw it was skinny and said, "Oh, God's supposed to be skinny," and then yeah, no, it's I don't know. Like, I prefer it being skinny though. So, you know, I think people just like Broly and conflate liking him with liking the form. That could be it. I'm not gonna lie. That could be it. Because people love Broly, and I've always hated Broly as growing up. I like Super Broly, but Z Broly, hate him. Despise him. I don't like Kale either. I like Kefla though. But yeah, Super Saiyan God was so underutilized. Agreed. Heavy agree. Fuck Super Saiyan Blue, man. It's because of you. It's because of you. Oh, it's all your fault, you bitch ass form. If you didn't exist, God would have had way more time to chat, bro. Fuck Super Saiyan Blue, bro. I hate this form. What, bro? You're lucky I'm so lazy because I would definitely make another tier just for Super Saiyan Blue below D. But I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna do it. Bro, Super Saiyan Blue is so shit. Like, oh, they had to do that with my favorite color, man. Anyways, yeah. Also, the flaming aura, like I said before, just really cool. UI, it's actually S tier. It's actually S tier. It's more iconic than all the other forms. Not gonna lie. Well, modern Dragon Ball. The thing with UI, specifically UI Sign or UI Omen, I used to call it Omen a lot more growing up. Oh, I say growing up. I was like, what, 5 years? What was that? Was it 2017 or 2018 when UI Sign came out? Whatever. Anyways, UI Sign, really cool. I love the aesthetics of it. I love the black hair. I love that it was treated as a technique at first. UI, Mastered Ultra Instinct, we're gonna get into that, but like I love that it contrasts what a transformation for Goku should be. It is a transformation, I'm not gonna lie. It was meant to be a technique, it is a transformation now. Because UI Mastered exists and his hair changes color. It is. Sorry, if you don't like that, blame them, not me. But it is a form. But that being said, it's the best form that Dragon Ball Super ever made. By far, it's much better than all of these. I like that Goku's peak, quote unquote, is just him. I think that's really cool. I think that's such a cool concept. And it's like the whole Bruce Lee thing, like going into it, like being the contrast of being calm instead of being angry, like all the other forms. Which is kind of what Super was going for, you know what I mean? Like, with its forms. Where being calm and collected and calculated with your movements is a lot better. Like, not fighting out of rage or whatever. Like, that's kind of what they were going for. They were kind of leaning away from that in Super, and I guess that's... It all culminated with this. This was a form that was hinted at. It was built up throughout the show. And the payoff was lit, you know what I mean? Like, it broke the internet, you know what I mean? Like, it checked all the boxes. Ultra Instinct's theme, too, which is a part of the form, but it just helps. Like, bro, come on. Ultra Instinct has also done something that we haven't seen another form since the OG Super Saiyan. Where it's just synonymous with pop culture now, you know what I mean? Which, honestly, you could argue is crazy, because it did it in a lot shorter time span, but I guess Super Saiyan's been lasting for so long that of course it was gonna do that. Like, you see the way, like, in day-to-day life, you could say, like, you can refer to something as going Super Saiyan. Or like, you know, just that type of thing. People have done that with Ultra Instinct. People have never done that with any other form. And, yeah, like, you know, it just is what it is. This is probably, like, I don't know. We'll probably never get anything better than Ultra Instinct in the next, like, decade. That's my prediction. 10 years from now, we're probably not going to get a better form than Ultra Instinct. This form has reached, like, Super Saiyan 1 levels of being cool. And, like, being popular. You know what I mean? And it did it for a good reason. I love Ultra Instinct. I think it's amazing. Now, that being said. Aww. You ruined it! Bro, I don't like MUI. I'm gonna be so real, bro. I do not like MUI at all. I hate that they turned it into a form. That being said, now that it is a form, UI sign is S tier. But it's B. Let's be honest, bro. What do you like about this form? Because everything you like about it, you're just gonna describe Ultra Instinct sign instead. Anyone in chat in the YouTube comments right now, tell me what you like about Mastered Ultra Instinct. I promise you're going to just accidentally describe Ultra Instinct instead. Because, bro, MUI is just... Well, it's better, though. Like, like, bro, what? It just looks less cool, and it ruins it. It ruins the whole point of it. It's a technique, not a form. Why is he changing now? I don't like it at all, bro. Also, like, the black hair is just way cooler. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And I don't know. It's pretty much the same thing as Ultra Instinct sign. It just looks less cool and it ruins the point of it. And those 2 points are enough for it to drop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that classic modern Dragon Ball thing where it's like they gotta sell toys, you know what I mean? And it worked, you know what I mean? Because the angels had white hair. That's the only thing to it. And even then, I don't care. Like, even then with that. And to be fair, that is like a good save for it, I'm not gonna lie. Even then, I just don't care. It was cooler with black hair. It also ruins the thing I said earlier about the coolest thing about Ultra Instinct is like Goku's ultimate form. It's just him, you know what I mean? Like, no extra shit. It's just how he controls himself. And like how he exerts himself. I don't know, man. Mastered is just not cool at all. It's not bad, don't get twisted. It's better than Super Saiyan Blue. But it just... MUI by itself isn't bad. It's just that it makes Ultra Instinct sign, which was the best thing ever, a bit worse. That's all it does. And that's why I don't like it. You know what I mean? MUI isn't too bad, but the fact that it's just shittier than UI sign kind of dumps it down a bit. Yeah, it doesn't look as intimidating. Yeah, like, UI Mastered isn't bad. It's just not as good as this. And kind of ruins this. You know what I mean? So that's why it's here. Super Saiyan 3, growing up, I thought this form was shit. I thought it was so goofy and it doesn't accomplish anything. Years later, it's technically still true, but I do think Super Saiyan 3 is a lot cooler now. I'll give it B because the introduction to it was really iconic. So that's one thing it's got going for it. The moment is at least cool. The design is at least more inventive, and it's more what's the word? Striking, I guess. Dragon Ball Super really helps a lot of these old forms, like that were a lot more like out there, look cooler now because of how safe things have been recently. I'm not gonna lie. Like losing the eyebrows, like growing out the hair, like it's very weird and very out there. But because of that, and because of the way Super's been going now, this form's stocks kind of went up. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, Dragon Fist. Yeah, it needed a movie in order to look cool. I think Dragon Fist is the coolest thing Super Saiyan 3 ever did, and that's the coolest ever looked. But it needed a movie to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, if you count that stuff, I guess it would go low A, high B. But I'm not gonna count that. I don't know. This form's just okay. I've grown up to it and warmed up to it as the years went on. I do think it's a lot better than what I thought it was, and I appreciate it more now. But it also just doesn't get used anymore. Like that being said, everyone's reaction to the Sparking Zero trailer was all like, we all lost our mind at Super Saiyan 3 because of how cool they made it look. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like Super Saiyan 3 got it. It's just not better than anything else. Alright, cool. Broly's rage form. Not gonna lie, I like this so much. I like it so much. I'm gonna put it B because there's no way I can put it in A. Oh yeah, just one more thing about Super Saiyan 3. Gotenks took this form away from Goku, by the way. This is Gotenks' transformation, not Goku's. Anyways, that doesn't affect anything, but yeah. Anyways, I actually really like Broly's rage form. I actually think that this is the coolest Broly looks. It's basically just like kind of Super Saiyan 4. You know what I'm saying? He's just tapping into the Grey Ape or whatever, which makes it a lot cooler. I just really like it. You know what I mean? It's like Grey Ape without going Grey Ape. I just think that's really cool. And he just looks the coolest design-wise, if I'm being honest. And you know what's funny? You don't realize how different this form looks to base Broly until you actually look at them side by side. And you know what? I'm really happy that DBFZ went with this version of Broly as the one you play as over full power Broly or like Super Saiyan Broly. He obviously changes when he does supers and it's level 3 or whatever. I'm glad they went with this. This is easily the coolest Broly's ever looked. And you know what? I would say half the reason I like Broly now is because of this form. Like, he actually does look really cool. It's nothing too special, though. These aren't ordered, but it's the top of B, in my opinion. I even like it more than Ultimate. Anyways, hot take, I'm not remotely interested in any of the Grey Ape lore stuff. That's fair. I feel like a lot of people actually are like that, where they don't care about the Grey Ape. But me personally, I do. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. I don't care about that much, but I care about enough. Super Vegeta. It's between C and B for this. I'm not gonna lie. It's cool. Nothing. It's in C because it's just cool, but there's nothing to it. You know what I mean? He doesn't use it anymore. Yeah, it's just C. Also, I just realized Evolution Blue really is just it's just Super Vegeta, but the blue version. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, ain't got much to say about that one. That's alright. Blue Kaio-Ken. You know what? You know what? This is gonna sound crazy. It's actually B. I'm not gonna lie. It almost fixed Super Saiyan Blue. By the way, we're counting Blue Kaio-Ken because Kaio-Ken's already counted, so, you know, why not? You know what I mean? That's why we're doing that. But yeah. Hot take, I like Super Trunks more than Super Vegeta. I do not agree with you, that's for sure. Blue Kaio-Ken actually fixes all the problems I had with Super Saiyan Blue originally. The aura on top of an aura, it looks weird, but it works. I don't know, I like it. Visually, because of that, the blue with the red kind of helps it stand out a lot more. The time it was used was very iconic. Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-Ken is actually what made people switch up on Super. That was the turning point where everyone was like, okay, Dragon Ball Super, it has potential now. Like, it actually can do stuff. Because up until then, it wasn't looking good, bruv. Blue Kaio-Ken represents Super actually changing and like actually starting to win people over at that point, you know what I mean? And then obviously that led into Goku Black and then TOP, and then here we are, you know what I mean? We actually have Super fans nowadays. We owe a lot to this form, you know what I mean, for how people look at Super. And honestly, because of how much it pretty much, this form saved Dragon Ball Super, if we're being honest. Honestly, it even gets bonus points for how it saved a shit form. If I'm being honest, that also helps. Yeah, we owe a lot to Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-Ken, man. Very cool. Also, it brought back the Kaio-Ken, which, I mean, come on. I've been waiting years for that to happen. So, yeah. I really like this. And, yeah. I love how Goku didn't use Kaio-Ken Blue for 90% of Goku Black Heart because he was scared of Black copying it. That was actually a really cool touch, too, yeah. He actually waits till Goku Black's inside of Zamasu, like, in the fusion or whatever, before he starts doing it. I really like that a lot. I do find it weird that, when he fuses into merges Zamasu, like, he just loses the ability to copy Goku's stuff, which is weird because Goku's still a part of him. So I don't know why, but I mean, that aspect of it is cool. That doesn't help the form or anything, it's just, you know. Kaio-Ken helped it out a lot. So yeah. S tier for Super Saiyan. I actually don't need to explain that at all. When you think of a transformation and just media in general, you think of Super Saiyan. Like, this is as big. Honestly, it's like the most iconic, like, anime related thing ever. Going Super Saiyan. Again, like I said, like, Ultra Instinct is like the only form to do what Super Saiyan did. You know what I mean? Honestly, we should be shocked that lightning was captured in a bottle twice, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought it would happen again, but Ultra Instinct did it, so fair enough. But yeah. Super Saiyan is a form that looks good on pretty much everyone. Thematically, it's just perfect. Everything was building towards it. It's weird how simple it was and clean it is. It's just, genuinely, it's just perfect. It's the perfect, like, transformation in fiction, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I know people might say bias or whatever and just try and diminish anything I'm saying or whatever, but I don't really give a shit, you know what I mean? But that being said, like, Super Saiyan really is like the shit. And because it exists is because of, honestly, the way pop culture is nowadays, if I'm being real. Especially anime in general. Like, but yeah. Yeah. There isn't really much to say about Super Saiyan. We all know it's here. And it's gonna be the best. It's probably the best Super Saiyan form ever. Because it is Super Saiyan, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, there isn't actually that much to say about it. Like, it just is good. People who don't even watch anime know what Super Saiyan is. Yeah. And you know what? They know what Ultra Instinct is now too. So, you know, big up Ultra Instinct, man. It did its thing. But yeah, Super Saiyan Goku. Well, not Super Saiyan Goku, but like Super Saiyan in general. Yeah, perfect. This is everything you want a form to be, actually. Golden Grape. I actually don't care about it that much. You know what? I'll put it in low B because it's kind of cool. Like, literally strictly for the fact that, oh, a grape can go Super Saiyan. Like, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's nothing really to it. I could put it in C if enough people want me to. Like, I don't know. It's between C and B if I'm being honest. It can go in either one. I'll put it in C because B is a little bit oversaturated. But yeah, it's just good. It's cool that an ape can go Super Saiyan. Yeah, that's cool to see, I guess. Super Saiyan 2. S tier. Now, here's the thing. There is a problem with it. Gohan, which is what is the picture they're using, but you have to remember they're just using pictures as like a way to represent it. We're talking about Super Saiyan 2 across the board. Very useless. And it only looks good on Gohan. When we think of Super Saiyan 2, we think of Gohan, yes. But Super Saiyan 2 on anyone else, even Gohan himself after the Cell Saga, very meh, I'm not gonna lie. Very meh. That being said, I like Super Saiyan 2. I like the lightning. I like how angular it makes everyone's hair look. But it does have the issue of looking far too similar to Super Saiyan. To the point where Toriyama forgot the two even existed. So he thought Super Saiyan 3 was Super Saiyan 2. because he forgot Super Saiyan 2 existed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I do think Super Saiyan 2 deserves S tier, but you can drop it to A because there are very severe problems with it. The fact that it's not really that different to Super Saiyan 1, and the fact that only Gohan really looks good with it, Teen Gohan specifically. And Super Saiyan 2 is honestly the new Super Saiyan 1, to where it's, like, that's the form Goku goes into a lot now, when he's just, like, warming up and stuff. But yeah, I would put it S tier, though. There is S tier. Okay. Rage is shit, sorry. Rage is genuinely terrible. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Honestly, it's funny that I didn't even talk about Evolution Blue Vegeta. I genuinely don't have anything to say about that form. I just think it's a consolation prize for Vegeta. They just felt like giving him something because they gave Goku Ultra Instinct. That's it. Fucking shit. Really ugly looking form too. I don't think that's cool at all. The only cool thing about Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is the fact that Vegeta has his own thing. That's it. You know what I mean? That's literally it. Oh, I should have put Ultra Ego in this. Oh well. I don't care. I don't care enough to add it. But yeah, Super Saiyan Rage, bad form. You know what I mean? It's very bad. Again, the same reason Super Saiyan Blue isn't below D is the same reason this form isn't below D. It's because I'm too lazy to add another tier. I just can't be asked. I don't want to waste my time on such a shit form. But yeah, form's bad. The only cool thing about it is the fact that Trunks has his own thing, and that's it. That's literally it. There's nothing to say about this form. Fucking terrible. But yeah. Beast Gohan. Honestly, the form probably sucks. It's probably C tier. If we're being real. If we're being honest and we don't put like hype or bias into it, this form is probably shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, probably. Just saying yeah one more time so I can confirm with myself. He said Super Saiyan. This is the T-Boo Super Saiyan 2, I'm not gonna lie. This is a... You know how you get like replica shoes, like reps? This is a rep for Super Saiyan 2. Like, how fast I gotta walk in this, like, bro. The only reason it exists is because they wanted to redo the whole Gohan Cell thing. That's the only reason it exists, and they just needed to put Gohan back up. It's cool that Gohan has a form that allows him to look different, because that was a big criticism with Ultimate. Until you realize that they already fixed the problem with Ultimate in Superhero, because they gave Gohan a new base form design. So that problem doesn't exist anymore. You know when he's Ultimate now. So there's no need for a new form. And yeah, it's just another thing where it's just they just gave it to him because they need to put him on Goku and Vegeta's level, and it's just not that great. That being said, if there was a carried by games tier, Beast Gohan might be at the top of that one because the games make him look really cool. Like, but yeah, well, yeah, the Batman voice is a little bit weird, but you know, it's cool. Also, reminders, I only put Orange Piccolo here by mistake because I forgot this was a Super Saiyan tier list and not just a transformation tier list in general. If it was, then I'd have to add Frieza and Cell and all that. I'm not doing that, don't have the time. But yeah, yeah, I hope people understand why Beast is C tier. It's just, if you look at it from just everything besides hype, it's very meh. Also, fun fact, obviously let me know how it was for you, but in my cinema, when we were watching Superhero, we actually got more cheers for Orange Piccolo than Beast Gohan. People were more excited for Piccolo than Gohan's form. So that's interesting. But yeah, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. I actually feel pretty confident about this. I know people are gonna disagree with me anyway, but you know, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great rest of the day. Feel free to let me know if you agree or disagree. And yeah, I'm just looking one more time to make sure. Now, I'm actually very confident in this, to be honest. Super Saiyan 2 could be moved down to A for the reasons I said. Super Vegeta could go up because people like Vegeta. Legendary Super Saiyan, I'll just call it that so that everyone knows what I'm talking about. You could put that up because people like that a lot, I guess. Ultimate you could put down. Great Ape you could put up or down depending on how you feel about Great Ape in general. Rose you can put higher or lower because of how much you think is cool or whatever. yeah, nah, I'm very satisfied with this actually. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Stay safe, my people. And goodbye.